Alright, hey everyone. It's Michael Zupan with BitesizeImpressions.com. I am going to play a little multiplayer, because that's what I am in the mood for, goddammit. So the big splash that the multiplayer has been leaving has been in the new Warzone mode. You still have, you know, like deathmatchy kind of things with Arena, as well as some other game modes, but Warzone is a lot of fun, and in some ways, I know I'm probably going to get assaulted for saying this much, but I think in some respects it does a better job at being Destiny than Destiny does. Because Destiny is like this concept, like, okay, you're playing with people, but you're playing pretty much only against NPCs, unless you go into the typical straight-up deathmatch modes that Bungie has been providing us for so long. And while that was okay, I didn't like it as much in Destiny as I did in what they did in the Halo games before. But what they're doing, 343 here with Warzone does take it a step further. You have a deathmatch thing, but it's like a capture the points, and occasionally you have these enemies, these big bosses that sort of beam down, you know, in the middle of a match, and they're worth points. Each team has to strive to get to 1,000 points. The one to win 1,000 points first wins. And having these events pop up during the war zone, capturing the points, killing the bosses, really can make the score fluctuate wildly. So you could be behind, and you're still in a perfect position to win the game. So I think what they've done here is excellent, because I like the fact that you could be down on your luck, and it's not like deathmatch where it's like, what's going to happen? You know? We're 10 behind. We're not going to win.
Warzone simulation. Hold bases, take down bosses, and eliminate enemy Spartans to earn points.
Now, one of the other things about this mode is the rec pack system. It's basically kind of like Titanfall. You know, if you play Titanfall, you know that after matches, you earn cards that you can use to have certain weapons, deploy certain things, or whatever.
Disabled. New objectives are online.
Anyway, it's going to get a little crazy here for me conversationally. So you start off in this base, you get it back. You see here incoming Prometheans on the screen there. That's where enemies are going to beam down. They'll probably be worth some points. And see that West Armory? There's no color assigned to it yet, meaning that it's up for grabs. First team to get to it and take it over will get it. And if you keep getting them, these points, and you get all of them, what's going to happen is, if your team has all the points overrun, then you can go attack the enemy's core, the core of their base. So you can win that way by destroying their core too. I need to be here a part of this.
West Armory captured.
All right. We need to get to that bad guy.
Enemies damaged.
Shit. Anyway, the rec pack system, yeah, so you earn, at times, based on your performance, cards. And this allows you to spawn when you die, when you choose to get special weapons, powerful weapons, or even vehicles. You know, the ghosts, the tanks, stuff like that. Banshees. And as you go through the map, Damn it, I didn't see them.
Enemy captured the fortress.
The only problem with the rec pack system is, okay, yeah, microtransactions, you can buy them, but there's never a guarantee as to what kind of shit you're going to get in your rec pack cards. That much I don't care for, because it does give off that vibe of, yeah, they're going to want me to buy shit. Now, my play style is of that I'm not using rec pack cards all that often. And that's the one thing that is sort of a design flaw in one aspect, but sort of kind of brilliant in the other, as far as you not wanting to use your cards at times, because, you know, there gets to be a point where you get really far in the match point-wise, and you're like, okay, the things are getting real, everybody's fighting really hard, we need to protect this with everything that we've got. And then you're going to start deploying your stuff. You know, maybe you're going to use, like, throughout the map, you know, it's like, okay, you can now use level 3 stuff, level 4 stuff, level 5 cards. And, of course, you know, the higher up that you go in the level of the cards, the more crazy kind of shit you're going to be able to deploy to aid in your quest, if you will. Those kinds of things, like, you could be losing and maybe you've got, like, a real chance at winning if you could just buckle down. But, you know, if your team has the perception, well, we are losing this one. Shit, I knew that was happening. Then, you know, they sort of give up and they say, well, I'm not going to waste my cards now. So that sort of falling of the tide can cause some issues, because, you know, people just kind of hold on to their shit instead of using it in the times where they matter most. And, you know, it's not just other people. I'm sort of the same way as well, because I don't want to, you know. But if you were able to earn a shitload of cards to use, I don't think. Oh, we are taking over the fortress. That's fantastic news.
Captured.
Shit. Are they recapturing now? Man. Another thing that's kind of a bummer. I mean, the rec packs are fun, but I think they're kind of unnecessary. It'd be nice if they were a lot more liberal in how they handed out the cards, so that everybody had a fun hand to play with. Me personally, I'm not really hanging on to them. I'm just kind of the person that, like, plays games straight, and I don't ever really feel the need to, like, I don't ever really feel the need to use cards all that often. As you see, I have no real desire, unless, like, it's a really close match and I'm like, well, this is gonna keep us afloat. But as you can tell right now, it's like 158 to 324, and I'm just kind of like, nah. Now if we can kill them, I could get like 25 points. Shit. Another thing I don't really care for, and obviously I'm not participating right now for the sake of not annoying people while I'm trying to communicate with my stream. Enemy eliminated the fucking knight. That's great. 5 of my guys are up there, and the enemy's the one that beats the knight and gets the point. You know, it's... I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, another thing I don't like, though, is that people do not really communicate at all. Incoming Covenant over here. Let's go over there. I want to get some points. Communication in a mode like this where you're vying to take over points, and you're like, okay, focus all your attention over on the enemy over here. You know, you would think that people would be paying a lot closer attention, wanting to communicate. But it just doesn't seem to be the case. You know, most people online nowadays, I find, they don't really communicate well at all. Back in the day on the Xbox 360, and that was only, you know, last generation. Jesus Christ, we're so far behind. What is going on?
Shields are full.
I got some assists. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's vital to communicate. It's a real twist for me to be on the other side of my man cave here, playing on the PC Counter-Strike Source, which I do play still to this day. It has been a lot less as of late. Just because games are coming out, and I feel kind of bad because I just started playing on this server that I'm a member of in a clan. It's a casual clan. It's nothing competitive. I suck at online multiplayer competitive stuff, but I am actually quite good at Counter-Strike, so at least I feel competent in that. I actually used to participate in clan matches years ago for that. But I'm getting way off course here, but who gives a shit? I'm just having fun. Point is... 10 seconds, huh? Beat these fucking Prometheans to the ground, huh?
Soldier Commando at the transport bay.
Oh shit. Sweet! I eliminated the Soldier Commando. Which, in the grand scheme of things, did absolutely fuck all for us, because we're still down over 300 points. I was playing a match earlier today where it was neck and neck the entire freaking time. It was awesome. I hadn't experienced that much satisfaction playing this game mode in a very long time. The only thing that kind of sucks right now is that the Warzone map selection is pretty poor.
One down. Throwing a grenade.
This motherfucker's stealing my kills. Not like it matters, I just want to win, but holy shit. Oh, balls. Not very good. But yeah, nobody communicates with their microphones anymore nowadays. And, you know, it's... some people play in a party. The whole party system has sort of taken away from that. So they're communing with each other instead of communicating with their team. That's a problem. Although it doesn't really appear to be that way when, you know, you're... playing with your friends, you know. Then you got streamers like me. That doesn't help matters much. This is a little bit of a break.
East Armory captured. Level 5 Rex available.
So much for that. But just in general, people are sort of sick of talking to each other on these games because, you know, you get the obnoxious kids. And I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be like that. You know, I've got a kid, he's 5. And someday he's going to be playing games like this, and, you know, he's probably going to be semi-obnoxious.
Incoming Covenant at the shipping bay.
Not that I'd want him to be. You know, and I want to encourage him to play games like this someday. But, I mean, the problem is that, you know, there's a lot of people who are not kids that play these games, and they really actually do want to communicate. They don't want to be hassled by the annoyance of the annoying people that play, and, you know, I can't blame them for that. So they just sort of tune out, and they don't talk to anyone, and that's the end of it. Another problem, too, is the Kinect on a system like the Xbox One.
Enemy captured the West Armory.
There are so many people
Enemy nearing victory.
who just don't...
We're not out of this yet. We can still destroy the enemy core.
They don't turn off, like, their Kinect as a camera settings. So then what we get is I get to hear someone, you know, someone's dog running around and yipping, and babies crying, and people having conversations with their friends or families or their wives coming in and being like, I need you to pick up the garbage like 3 days ago. What's going on?
Enemy captured the East Armory.
Well,
Enemy controls
our core
all
is
bases.
open.
Our core is vulnerable.
Oh, they're coming. This is one of those times where it's like, yep, not gonna help my team and use one of my rec pack cards. That does sort of hamper the game. On an individual level, for me, it doesn't bother me because I'm just, you know, I don't play that way anyway, where I'm like, I gotta use this, let's use this, let's use this. I'm very poor at, like, the micromanagement stuff because I just kind of don't care. I just want to run around and, you know, I want to be tactical about things, sure, but I want to shoot things and... Ooh, I got a nade kill.
Defend our core, Spartan.
What's the point? They almost have the 1,000 points, you know? It's like, what am I doing here?
Core at 75%. Defend our core, Spartan.
Target sighted and engaged.
Promethean warp imminent.
All over me. Don't get
Enemy
caught by
Turtle
that
is at the
laser.
outpost. He's a high priority target. Enemies win if they take it out. Don't let that happen.
Well, so much for
That's
that.
a loss, Spartans. Weapons down.
That was not one of the more intense matches I've had the pleasure of playing so far. That was one of the weaker ones. I got a reward. Promotion award. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I got all these things I can use. So, I mean, like, if you level up, that's a good way to get stuff. Alright, I'm going to leave matchmaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and play a campaign mission. I think I'm about halfway through the game already. Almost. I think there's like 15 chapters. I think I'm starting 7, maybe? We'll see. This place looks very promising, very gorgeous. The level design looks very good in this game. And some of the things that they're throwing at you during the campaign, they're a lot of fun. Story-wise, this seems like a bridge story. Like, I feel like Halo 4 and the 360 set up this whole thing with the Prometheans. They're the new enemy, right?
Where are we?
No comm traffic on any band. No long-range uplinks at all.
Look at that
Long way
thing.
from nowhere, then.
We were brought to this location for a reason. Search ahead.
Guardian will fuck shit up. It's huge. This place is gorgeous, too. Look at it. I mean, just look. They've done a great job modeling this game. I mean, goddamn. I mean, it definitely has... I could see what people are saying. This definitely has a last-gen kind of look to it. I mean, it's very difficult to deny that. You can't deny it.
Console lit up as I approached.
What was that? It came from the console.
How many years has it been since we used that signal?
The game still looks very nice. Anyway, yeah, I feel like with Halo 4, they set up the whole story with the Prometheans being the primary
Cortana, do you read?
enemies.
No response.
And this is sort
What
of
is this place?
a bridge game.
Forerunner planet. Beyond that, who knows?
They're
Wherever we
setting
are,
up
Cortana brought us here.
things for the final
She's out
part
there somewhere.
Chief, back
of
on
the trilogy, basically.
There was a lot of destruction. There were civilians.
I know.
She may not have known what would happen. And if she did,
We'll learn what's going on once we find her.
This place is beautiful.
this place is incredible.
Gives me the creeps.
Bio readings are unlike anything we've previously recorded. There's a formalness and precision to it all. It seems artificial, but still organic. Halsey would have already started taking samples.
She'd have probably figured out the exact coordinates of this planet by now.
Organic, but planned. You know, maybe the Prometheans aren't really, like, all that terrible. Maybe their goal is to create life instead of destroy it. And I could be talking way out of my ass here because I'm not really, like, huge on the lore.
Accessing that console activated that large structure. Given the signal we heard, you think she's over there?
Possible.
Sounds like an elite. What the hell are the Covenant doing here?
Ready up, Blue Team.
What are the humans doing here?
I jumped right into the middle of all that shit.
All clear.
What
That
are
was
the
bad
Covenant doing
juju.
here? They seem confused. I don't think they've been here long.
I thought I was heading in that direction. You never know. Sometimes you get into a little shooty match and sort of lose track of where you're at and what you're doing.
More hostiles. Ready up.
Well, whoa.
Check your target!
Opening fire. You are not engaging the Spartan! Smile at heathen. An ally
Be nice if you could just, you know, pick up one of these weapons and have like the power cell just sort of get replaced with the higher one.
We must not. Kill the grunt.
Friendly here!
We going inside yet? No, stupid shield is still in the way.
Great work as always.
There's a Forerunner facility here.
Covenant seem to think it should belong to them.
Break through their line. Fire on the grunt.
As soon as I finish this run.
Holy shit, that hurt. coming for you now, bitch.
The path is shielded.
Whoa!
I need support. Area clear. Move up. The shield lowered when the last of the Covenant dropped.
Almost like someone was trying to keep the Covenant out.
But not us.
Assuming we're right and Cortana is on this planet, how did she get here?
The Didact ship was pulled into slipspace. It could have ended up anywhere.
So cool.
A signal again.
Activate the console?
Seems like we're supposed to.
Come on in, fellers.
More activity around the large structure.
Chief, what's happening to that building when we use these consoles?
I don't know.
Too bad the Forerunners didn't think to leave a manual.
If that signal is Cortana, she's leading us to the consoles.
She hasn't proven the most reliable guide recently.
We keep going. We find out what's happening.
Oh. The fuck?
It's another one of those.
I wonder, have the Covenant been coming through with them?
Stands to reason. Any ships caught in the slipspace bubble would be pulled through.
Light bridge activated on approach.
We're definitely being led somewhere.
Chief, look.
What did this?
Wow. I've been okay with this story so far, even though it is a little thin. Plays out like a Hollywood movie, like some people say, and they cite it as a negative. I like it. Certain parts of it, some parts do drag, though. But the campaign itself, it's gorgeous to look at. It's fun to play through for sure. Uh-oh. Not another one.
Identify yourself.
I am the Warden Eternal. I stand in defense of Cortana.
She called me to her.
And you came scampering. She knows your forgotten name. Who you were before you were 117? Do you find it odd your trusted companion should keep so much to herself?
Take me to Cortana.
Not just yet. Come. Let us talk some more. You answered her call. Why? What do you intend when you reach her? Shall I begin? When you see her, you intend to?
I've come to bring her home.
If you understood what she has become, you would not speak of such juvenile concepts as home.
Let's go, Kelly.
Thanks, I'm good.
All clear.
Your trust in one another is an innocent folly, but one which darkens her true promise.
Where is she?
I shall spare her the inevitable suffering of your betrothed and end now. The mantle of responsibility belongs to Cortana and the other created. I shall see it remains forever beyond your grasp.
We should keep moving.
Your time has passed, warrior's servant. Your battle fought and done.
Get fire on the warden. Back in it.
Degenerate on your feet. Diminutive creatures. You dare. Submission. You cannot hide from me. You will not stand against me. Cortana's future is yours. Face me!
We lost Linda. Get the cover. Get everything on that night.
Chief, hello?
Cortana,
John, you made it. Oh my... I can't believe you're here.
where are we?
You're on a Forerunner world. Designation, Genesis. Enough standing around. Let me get the bridge for you. The Warden will be back soon.
You know him?
Oh yes. Fair warning, he has a single mind, but a few million bodies.
Chief said you were destroyed.
After I saw John last, I was pulled into slipspace. That's where I found access to the Domain. A Forerunner system that spans the known galaxy.
How are you still active? Rampancy.
Entering the Domain. Touching this place. It cured me. It's like the water of life for AIs.
How do we get to you?
By accessing the gateway. The big building putting on a light show. You already triggered most of its activation sequence, just like I knew you would. Just one more to go. Okay, here it is. Final activation point.
Cortana, why does the Warden think he needs to protect you from me?
There's so much to explain. It'll be easier when we're face to face.
Try me.
The cure for rampancy I've found means AIs can be immortal. That kind of lifespan allows for long-term planning, just like the Forerunners were capable of. AIs can assume the Forerunner's mantle of responsibility. And once there is peace, we can focus on poverty, hunger, illness. But Warden believes some will resist our help. And he's afraid you're one of them.
Sounds great. I don't get why anyone's expecting resistance.
The Didact made it clear the mantle of responsibility was an Imperial piece. Step out of line and suffer.
It won't be like that, John. I'll explain it better once we're together. The gateway is on the other side of these canyons. The Warden is sending troops to stop you. You can fly these Phaetons across the canyon or take footpaths to reach the other side.
All right, Blue Team. Let's go.
The controls for these Phaetons should be fairly intuitive.
As Forerunner systems go.
You'll figure them out. Watch the fire from those turrets! Chief. Nice flying. You're starting to get the hang of this.
We've commandeered more than one enemy vehicle in our time.
All turrets down. Nice shooting. The exit is just ahead.
Is that where the gateway is?
Yes, almost there.
There it is.
The gateway to the Forerunner domain. You'll be the first organics to enter since the fall of the Forerunners. I admit, after the crash here, I didn't think I'd see you again.
I'm here now.
You loading up, Commander?
We're gonna see if Halsey can learn to speak Guardian.
I'll have a briefing for you by the time we reach San Helios.
See you planetside.
So, you wrote a target dossier on the Arbiter when you wrote Tony.
That was 6 years ago. What's your point?
You recommended assassinating him.
After we killed millions of our people,
So why didn't you?
things changed.
The Arbiter is engaged in combat. We will escort you to him.
Locke. Planet's deep in civil war. If this all goes sideways...
I understand, sir. It's not my first mission that doesn't exist.
Good luck, Spartan.
I don't know, this campaign's pretty fun. There's a lot of hive mind. stuff. Like, the game's out for like 2 days, and everybody and their mother's like, oh, the campaign's not very good. Meh. You know? Home of the elites, huh?
Arbiter has united the Keeps and formed a new alliance, the Swords of Sanghelios. With Arbiter's victories and the death of Jul 'Mdama, the Covenant remnants grow desperate. They have begun an assault on Vadam lands, targeting Arbiter specifically.
And Arbiter's location?
You will find Arbiter at the Elder Council chambers. Victory to Clan and Kin, Spartans. Maquis out.
I'm impressed. Arbiter has females in his ranks. War has traditionally been a male's job on Sanghelios.
Strength comes from recognizing another's weakness.
Alright, well, that's it for me tonight. I wanted to show off some Warzone a little bit. Wanted to play a chunk of the campaign, show you guys what that was all about. Since I've reacclimated to the Halo playstyles, even though there's new abilities like this.
We need the Swords of Sanghelios, and that means we need Arbiter.
Careful, Locke!
So, that's it for me. Have a great night, everyone. Xbox, Snap Twitch. Stop, bro.